Hi everyone, it's Killshot from 99 Gaming. This is The Walking Dead Season 8, Episode 7 reaction video. What a night, and what an ending to this. And I know everybody wants to talk about next week, but we do have to sort of think about this week and how all the pieces sort of came together. And I told you guys earlier tonight this is going to be a lot about Eugene. I didn't know it was going to be that much Eugene, and actually was tough to follow in some of those. I would like for it to be split up a little bit more. But there's some things are going to go down, and there's just a lot of guilt that is going to be left around with several people. We're going to get into that in just a little bit. So I do want to thank you. I see some people starting to hop in. This week I think is going to be reaction. Next week, no doubt about it, is going to be therapy. It's going to be a super late broadcast next week because you figure it's going to be 90 minutes. And then Talking Dead, so we probably won't broadcast till like midnight next week. But I will promise you we are going to broadcast. So it's just going to be so much stuff to talk about. And the Carl death theory, Carl leaving video is just spiked all of a sudden. So the one we did a couple weeks ago is starting to garner a lot of interest. So, I got people saying, hey, ugh, Eugene. Oh, I hate Eugene. I've seen it like all over the place. This video is going to be more of the kind of raw reaction, just reacting to, we knew the spoiler, but the way it all went down, and we'll do a little bit of a recap tomorrow for you guys. So I would say, and in watching Talking Dead, some of tonight's episode, Dwight's not safe. At this point, I think Eugene said if you don't do anything else to interrupt, but Dwight did do some things to interrupt, and Eugene was just getting ready to let it all fly there. So I wouldn't expect that to go over very well for too much longer. And Eugene just looks he looks possessed. Something is finally kicking in. Something is changing inside of him. I think when he went back in, you could see him drinking, getting sick, drinking more, and then just his reaction to Father G is Eugene's a different beast now. I don't ever see him going back over to the other side. What's up, Northside Queen? Thanks for being here. Yeah, no doubt about it now. Lindsay is just like, Eugene needs to, he's got to go. Well, what's up, Jay? Well, I'm glad this is your second stream, and thanks for being a part of our channel and our 999 Army and the family. Peter D, what's up, man? Thanks for that super chat donation. Question? You got throw a comment out there, Peter, and if you type it, hopefully the mods will catch it. But anything you'd like to ask, like for us to talk about, I'm just going to go through a little bit of my reaction. One thing I will say is Michonne did make it back, so Rosita has made it back. I didn't see Rosita out there, and you know she's going to go down fighting. It's hard to, knowing that people were trying to leak some information a few weeks ago about Carl, everything just, it's pointing in that direction, but I just think it's way too obvious. I'm still not gonna say Carl. You know who would be a very, very interesting death for me? Let's take Carl out of the equation. And I could see something going down with Rosita. What's your reaction to that? No, not Daryl. I'm just going to throw that out there, and I want to see the reaction a little bit. And then I'm going to give you a couple reasons why I'm starting to think that. What's up, Diane? Thanks for being here. All right, I see a lot of different, people are Carl because, obviously Carl. And then now some people are saying Michonne. But here's what just feels weird to me about this whole why it could be Rosita. She changed, and the fact that she was there and she was the first person to leave, and she says, I trust in Rick Grimes. And then she's leaving, and she says that to Michonne, and she says, I've learned to wait. I learned that because of what happened with Sasha. And because she did try to shoot Negan. I got a feeling, I don't know. It's a real eerie feeling because I don't think it's Carl. And I could see Rosita coming out and not backing down. Because, Negan basically in that sneak peek said, you got 3 minutes. And if Michonne's back, Rosita's back, and they're not showing Rosita, and she just had that whole moment of clarity, I feel strong. I feel like it could be her instead of Carl. I just don't see Rick. I could see Rick losing Rosita and really, having that tear and being sad that Rosita's gone. Doesn't have much of a story left, does she? And if it's Carl, there's never going to be any. There's no way Rick is ever going to stop. Yeah, and sometimes as the host, you're the person holding the microphone. I do have some influence. I mean, when you hear somebody and they're giving you ideas and they're giving you your theories, it can influence the audience a little bit. I just feel, I don't know, something just kind of struck me odd about that whole scene tonight. So let me go through some of the other just reactions. These aren't super long videos. You guys know this is kind of just a quick recap. Some things that just sort of jumped out to me is the look on Rick's face. He knew the plan was done. Like that's kind of like when you think you find something or you got somebody trapped, and it's like here they're over here, and you open the door and like it's gone. That was the feeling I got from Rick. All they had to do was just wait a little bit longer. All right, I'm going to open it up to you. I'm going to ask you guys, what was the biggest shock of tonight's episode? Lindsay said Rick looked scared. Yeah, I think he should be. Because Rick's probably like, oh, crap. They're going to beat me back to Alexandria. So Tommy says he feels pretty strongly it's going to be Michonne. I think if Rick doesn't know it's Daryl now, I do think he's still got he's got an idea because the way Daryl was so wanted to go blow them up right away, and he knows Daryl. So I don't even know if he had to see the evidence to sort of have a feeling like, oh, I can't believe he did this. So Taps Ghost says disappointed in Daryl, Tara, Morgan, and Eugene. Oh, I love it. You know what? It's cold, Rosie. Rosie Duarte says Daryl got Glenn killed, and now he's going to get more people killed. She is just dropping the hammer on Daryl altogether. That temperament, it definitely, oh, man. Well, here's part two is you never know what people want to do in their real life if they want to keep acting. And I mean, Christian Siraj she had a baby. And I'm not saying that that's a reason for her not to keep acting, but some people want to take some time off and spend with their family. I could definitely see Rosita's arc changing, and I could see her just wanting to take some time off. Maybe, her and her husband just want to spend some time, raise a family, and take a little break from acting. It's a possibility. I mean, Tara didn't, but she could have. If Tara would have, I would have respected that decision as well. So I think it could be a combination of real world and also it would fit the story. I just don't see Rick kneeling down with a tear and Carl there and just not, I am going to just rip him apart right now. I would see that. I wouldn't see him, saying something about mercy prevailing over his wrath. And I do think if it's her, it's going to be a very, it'll be epic. It'll be her stepping up and getting it done. Lindsay, the only thing is, I don't know if Enid's even there. Because Enid is with Aaron. I didn't see Aaron in the sneak peek. And they were talking about taking food because they're going to be gone for a while. Well, I don't know if they're going to take food to go back to Alexandria. So I don't think Enid's involved in that area. So the question is, you think more than one major character dies next week? No. I mean, I think by major, I think there's going to be some saviors. But some of the minor ones, maybe a Regina or somebody like that. But I think only one major character. I don't think it's going to be several. Somebody said, where was Simon this episode? He was doing stuff. Yeah, no Simon. That was a little bit a reaction. That was a little bit of surprise. As sad as it sounds, and I know Rick said that he knows Judith isn't his, but he'll care for her just like she is. I still feel like Carl's kind of like his number one. Like Carl's his soul, more so than Michonne, more so than anybody else, more so than Judith. And I just can't see even if we find out in the next couple days it is Carl, it's still going to be shocking to me. I'm going to have a hard time understanding the direction of the story without Carl. And I think to this date, it might be the biggest plot twist of anything that's happened so far on The Walking Dead. See, that would be a nice turn of events too. You got to figure Dwight is going to be there. Dwight could turn and take somebody out. So there's so many things, right? Rial, Rick and Daryl are at odds, are going to be at odds. Negan's on the warpath. Negan got there. Rick's going to get there probably just a little bit too late. All right, let's take a couple comments. And we got another 5 to 10 minutes. We'll take a few comments. I'm trying to dual process here. Like normally it's fairly easy because I can just react, but like half my mind is reacting and half my mind is like, how did everything that happened today, is that going to correlate into what's going to happen next week based on what I know, what I've heard, what I think? It's just like I got all these circuits just going wild right now, like trying to piece this thing together. It's driving me nuts. So Squid still doesn't trust the trash people. Yeah, I mean, they're like Eugene. I don't know. I think we can trust them at this point. Rick proved something to Jadis once and for all. You know what? I'm going to stop right there. Was that Six Side Sports that said, I'm really starting to get behind Dwight? That's what I'm talking about. Some of you guys that did not like Dwight, you're coming around. Peter, with the Super Chat donation, says, Eugene is finally grows a set and kills Rosita. Would that not turn him into beast mode? If it was Rosita that got stabbed by Eugene? Even, you know what? Even if it was accidental, that would be, crazy. Here's what, in 90 minutes, is Negan going to storm Alexandria? Is he going to leave before Rick gets there? Is something going to happen that is going to be like, this isn't... I could also entertain, what if something did happen to Judith? That could be one of the few things I think that could happen to probably have Negan say, you know what, we got to get out of here. Because he said, he wants an apology and he wants to kill everybody, or he wants to kill Rick in front of everybody. But boy, if something happened to Judith, that would probably be enough for him to say, you know what, we're good. Let's head back. That would be emotional, I think, for both sides. It could be the type of thing that would kind of hit the pause button a little bit and make everybody maybe set up something between Rick and Negan. Do you guys feel that's what's going to happen? Is it at some point there's just going to be enough fighting and then they're going to decide, you know what, just let these two guys settle it? That feels like what the show's building up to. Why keep killing 15, 20, 30 people? Just, is it going to be Negan's way or is it going to be Rick's way? Could you see that, though, if, like, Negan kicks the gate in and Rosita is, like, typical badass Rosita, walks up and is, like, ready to do something, and Eugene stabbed Rosita? That's not my prediction, but if that happened, whoever predicted that, that would be... I don't think I would like it, but it would be epic. They almost remind me of I don't know. I don't want to get too far into it, but different characters. If you guys saw the movie Tombstone, when was it Johnny? They feed off of each other, and I could see Eugene becoming one of these red sash cowboys for Negan. Like he does something to prove himself, or he actually just loses it. He looks like he's just becoming more and more evil, and this would solidify it. I mean, if he killed someone, that would just like, he would definitely be Negan at that point. That would be like his initiation almost. And then there is no going back at that point. So Moff 12,006, I understand that. Rosita does not die until the Whispers, but Carl doesn't die either, and Michonne doesn't die either. So you can't base something that is going to happen in the comic book of when Rosita dies to how it's going to correlate to the TV show, because that'd be like me saying, okay, well, Carl doesn't die at all, but he's dead if he does die. So somebody is going to die next week that is going to change the plot. That's a given. There's already major plot changes that have happened, but it's going to get very, very, it's going to get like stupid next week. Yeah, Salen, that's what I thought. Like when Eugene was pulling out his hair and when he was like kept drinking, I'm like, this guy, that's a metamorphosis. I mean, he is changing right in front of us. I mean, here's a person that's afraid to die, and he's like, I'm hitting this remote. You're going to shoot me. You're going to shoot me. That, I think, to me, from a reactionary standpoint, that's what was the most shocking, is how much Eugene changed in one episode. No, Father Gabe's good. I don't think Father Gabriel dying is going to be that shocking. He's sick. It's going to be, they dropped that because they want everybody to watch next week. That was intentional. People, they were like, stay tuned, you're not going to believe it next week. So now what are we doing? We're talking about it. All right, we're going to get a couple more comments. We got 150 people or so here. If you guys could do me a favor, slap the like button, get this thing up over 100 likes. If you're not subscribed to 999 Gaming, we do spoilers, we do countdowns, we do reactions. You'll see over the next week how this family really comes together. We truly have an awesome group of people. We're going to talk Walking Dead tomorrow. We're going to do predictions on Wednesday. We'll have spoilers up for you guys by Thursday afternoon. And then, of course, we'll do the countdown before the big episode. And even though you're probably going to know what's going to happen by next Sunday, we're still going to do a video after Talking Dead, so it'll be really late. It's going to be one of those therapy videos, and we're either going to be saying goodbye to Rosita, Carl, or Michonne. I think that really is our big three at this point. It's just a matter, I think, of how it's going to go down. And one thing I'd ask you right now, we're going to get one more question. So everybody gets the opportunity while we're hitting the like button. Give me your death prediction. Give me the death and tell me who is going to do it. And I'm going to read some of your comments, and then we'll get some shout-outs. We'll wind this thing down. So the death and who the killer is going to be in next week's episode. Philomena says Rosita and Judith. Tina B says, I have no idea. Okay, that's fine. It's an honest answer. James says, Judith via Negan. Julie King says, Carl via Negan. Sadlin says, Michonne by Eugene. He trips. Oops. Boom. A rock kills Rosita. No. She won't finish the deal. It can't happen like that. Morgan by Negan. Carl by Simon. Carl by Negan. Eugene via Dwight. I wouldn't be surprised if Dwight did show his new colors. Datron says Judith or Morgan. Northside Queen says Judith. If it happens to Judith, it's going to be something that's an accident. And I could see that going down. I could see like Negan is there with some intent, and then an innocent child dies, and then that's like calls for some confusion. DJ Flex says Rosita by Eugene. A few people are buying onto that theory. I like it. Simon, but no, we won't see the Oceanside next. Actually, we might see the Oceanside toward the end. Maybe Tara dying could bring some of the Oceanside back out. That's a possibility. I mean, I'm trying to think of things that would advance the story, so maybe they come to mourn the loss of Tara, and then they decide to join in the fight finally. That gives Rick a few more numbers. Lindsay, come on. If Regina dies via Tobin, nobody's going to care. That's not an epic death. That's not going to get us talking. Lindsay cracks me up. JB says Judith and Michonne. Whew. That would be heartbreaking. And Jeff's like, yes, make it Tara. Cool. Good stuff, man. All right, everybody. This is the reaction video. I want to keep it at 30 minutes. I appreciate it. There's so much to talk about. Thanks for being part of the countdown earlier. And then tonight we really saw Eugene take a whole different turn. It's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens over the next few days. Tomorrow night we will do the recap. I'm sure we're going to be doing some predictions. Wednesday night we'll definitely do predictions. So join us all through the week. Monday night, what's going on, everybody? Recap. Tuesday night, random things. Wednesday night, we will get predictions. Thursday, we'll get your spoilers. And then a whole lot of talk all during the week. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much, you guys, once again. The 50 people have not slapped the like button. Just slide the mouse over a little bit. It's not going to kill you. Hit that like button. Say what's up to everybody. While you guys are doing that, just type a 999. I'm going to give you some real quick shout-outs, and we will end our Sunday of Walking Dead. Thank you, everybody. 20,000 views, Ice. Thanks for joining in. Aaron Villarreal, appreciate you being here as well. Who else we got in the house? If you guys are not subscribed, subscribe as well, too. Just get the notification. That way we want you to come back every week. Joanna Karpowicz, thanks for being here. Steph the Cuervo Queen. Tommy, Sweet Ass Enforcer McCandless. Kel says Smile. Emmy Desiree Bacon. Tina B. What's up, CG? Good to see you. Emma McCalick. AJ Jepson in the house. Jay Kozad. Jeff Kerrigan. Tyler Sewell. Penny for your thoughts. AJ and Carrie Anderson, have a good night. Eric Bennett, appreciate you being here. Taps Ghost Lover. Hired Help. What's up, my brother? Good to see you, HH. Julie King, thanks for being here. Ja Wood, no relation to Ja Rule. What's up, Sheila Beasley? Jana Popovic, thank you for being here. Jasmine Holmes, appreciate you being here tonight. Westwick 88. Yeah, your lines are falling apart, man, no doubt. I'm glad I didn't predict them to be good this year. Salem Blue, what's up? Ken and Nicole, thank you. DeMarco Andretti, thanks for being here. Sarah D, appreciate you being here as well. I will play Walking Dead Road to Survival. I told you guys, I'm gonna have more time to ramp up some games. We're going mid-season finale next week, so I'll definitely get some more gameplay up for you guys. And you guys, when these ladies type in blue, make sure you check out what they say. They want you to join us on the Facebook page. We got 999 Sports page. We talk about everything. It's just a big, awesome group of people that likes to get together and chat. So be a part of this every week. Thanks, Lindsay Luke. Appreciate you being here. Missed you earlier tonight. James Irvin. What's going on? Shelton Arthur, good to see you. If for any reason I miss you in a shout out, I will catch you in the next video. Michelle Wolf, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Appreciate you being here. Diane Estes. Carol Weaver also. Sammy D. When this video goes live, if you guys can get over, leave some comments on that, and then I will, Harley Quinn, thanks, and I will take some of your comments and put them on our spoiler page, and then people can comment on your comment. Brene, appreciate you being here as well. On that note, everybody, we are going to wind this thing down. I will talk to you all tomorrow night. Peace.